All right, welcome back to Great Day Washington. This segment is sponsored by Washington Gas.
Today is August 11th, or 811 Day, which is an annual initiative to promote evacuation safety and damage prevention.
So if you're starting a home project, don't just go digging, right? You got to call 811. So here to share more safety measures are Rosemary Langowski from Washington Gas and Sarah Magruder-Lyle, CEO of the Common Ground Alliance. Ladies, so great to have you. So anything with our let's start with what 811 is. We kind of mentioned it a little bit more, but what is kind of the overall mission?
So 811 is the national one-call number that you can call anywhere in the country, and you'll be routed to a one-call center. And when you are going to do a project that requires digging, no matter how shallow it is, you want to call that number, make sure that any buried utilities in that area are marked so you don't hit them and cause a power outage or a fiber outage, or even worse, you hit a gas line.
Yeah, the gas line is scary.
How soon, so someone knows they have a project, how soon should they be calling 811?
So in the DMV area, you need to call at least 2 days prior to digging.
Okay. And you know, what's the real value? So they think, I'm going to have a project, I'm going to go ahead and call, and then what is the value? What does that service provide?
So the service is free to callers, and what that does is it makes everybody that has something that's in that area we're going to be digging, they come out and mark. So for instance, Washington Gas, which is one of Common Ground Alliance's members, they will come and mark their utilities so that this doesn't happen.
Yes, so show us what happened here.
So this is an example of what could happen if you don't call to get your property marked. For example, if you're using a rod or a pin or a stake to install a fence post or a mailbox post, you may be at risk for puncturing a gas line. And that's exactly what we want to avoid to keep everyone safe.
And that's the thing, you think of just a mail, I'm just putting my mailbox in, it's no big deal, but you really don't know. And then what happens if somebody does puncture a gas line, a fiber line, a power line?
So what you want to do, you'll typically smell the gas leak. It tends to smell like sulfur or rotten eggs. You want to vacate immediately, get off the premises, call 911, and then call our Washington Gas emergency number, which is 844-WASH-GAS. Option 1.
Option 1, okay. And then for someone who's calling that maybe speaks Spanish, is there a service for them where they can understand what's happening, they can explain what's happening too?
So Washington Gas has a robust damage prevention program where we have bilingual trainers that will serve DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I service Virginia, and we will go out to your facility or your company, your job site, and provide that training in Spanish or in English. And we also invite you to come to Washington Gas for that training in English or in Spanish. We also provide breakfast. So you get a free safety training, free breakfast, and I think that's a win-win.
Yeah, that works there. Do you have a message for our Spanish-speaking viewers?
Yes, o sea que lo más importante de hoy del mensaje es que todos llaman a 811 antes de excavar. Cualquier tiempo, si es 1 pulgada o 10 pies, deben de llamar.
Good to know. And Sarah, I know inevitably somebody's not going to call, right? I mean, just not thinking, but calling and getting these marks saves lives.
Absolutely. So just in the DMV area in 2021, there were 6,000 dig-ins, which is about 16 damages a day. And they can go anywhere from just, you know, be anything like just a disruption to fiber, but it can also be you hit the main line into a hospital or the 911 center. We've actually had that happen before in other parts of the country. Or if you hit a gas line, I mean, it could, you know, could be serious injury or even death. So we want to make sure that we're always digging with care and that we allow the facility owners to come in and mark those prior to digging.
So free service, call 2 days ahead and you can avoid a lot of headache and a lot of maybe injury as well. Right. Thank you so much. Great information. Again, call 811 or you go to call811.com for all the information you need.